ton of energy right now. I'm on this diet. It sucks. I'm hungry and I'm tired, but that doesn't matter. That's why I don't seem to have as much energy. So this morning on the drive-in, I got to talk about something that happened that was kind of traumatic. I would like to share this story on behalf of anyone else who's been through this before, as a testament to the fact that this is something that can be done on accident. This is something that seems like there's no way that can happen, but it can, and it did, and I'm here to share my trauma and the people involved's trauma. Okay. So I feel like, well, I know for a fact because of the reactions in the midst of all of this, there's an idea that if you leave someone behind somewhere, you're just a bad person, you're irresponsible, you're not paying attention, that's not true, okay? It happens, it can happen. I left love in my life at Busch Gardens at the end of the day. I'll try to keep it short. It had already been it was fun. So I was going for Mr. Rick's birthday, and it was a good time. Went with, half the band went, the tour was amazing, and it was really a good time. We got there late. We have a 2-year-old, so we struggled to get out of the house, and then we figured, okay, she doesn't need to be there all day anyway. It's the first venture out into the world because she's a quarantine baby, so it's not overload her elbow. We narrowly avoid a car crash on the way there. Literally 2 cars smashed into each other in the space that we had just been in on the way. So we're like, okay, no, that's not a rough day to come. We get there. I had left my wallet at the studio at practice the week before. I'd been living for days off of money on my phone, Google Pay and Starbucks apps, and so I'm also meeting him to get my wallet. So we're driving in, and it's $25 for parking. No money. Anyway, they were super nice about that. They actually just let me in, which was, I didn't expect that, but that was great. Then I dropped my phone in the water on one of the kid rides, and I will advertise for Samsung. My phone was submerged for 15-20 minutes while I waited for someone to come retrieve it, which they weren't, but I guess the madness, crazed madness in my eyes made them call someone to really fucking people trying to fucking hit me. My phone still works. It was fine. Which made me feel so much better when later it fell out of my pocket into the toilet. I knew that it wouldn't be broken. Just disgusting. This was the whole everything kind of the whole day, all right? Even though it was fun, the rides were fun, the company was fun, right? So end of this day, it's almost 8 o'clock. It's been 90 degrees outside. Blah, blah, just to set the scene. So we've gotten in the car, we've gotten the baby put in the car, we are sitting there comparing pictures on our phones, texting my mom, sending these photos, and there's a drink in the car from when we stopped for food on the way earlier, and he says, sorry, I'm just going to put this outside of the car. I'm like, alright, I'm not a huge litterer or anything, but yeah, I'm ready to go, let's go. We got a 3-hour drive back home. Group of people passes, I'm, waiting for them to walk by. The door closes, and take off, and we're on our way, right? Glance back to make sure everything is fine. I can see his shirt, phone's plugged up, the baby's like, Daddy, so, I'm back there. He always goes to sleep on the window, and I can't usually see him in the back anyway, so we're good, right? At one point, I asked if he wanted anything to eat, didn't get a response. Okay, sure, so sleep. About an hour later, back seat. There's no one in the back fucking seat. He's not there. He's not there. I look at my 2-year-old like she's gonna answer me and go, "Where's your daddy?" And she laughs. So in this moment, I'm literally thinking some supernatural shit has happened. Like, he has vanished from the back seat. He jumped out of the car on 85 for some crazy reason. Or maybe I was so tired coming in because I was kind of nodding off, to be honest. Like, maybe I dozed off as I parked at the gas station. He went inside and I didn't hear the door close. Like, I had to do a turnaround, sit back, face forward, and then turn around again because he was going to be there that time. So I called my mom. She ends up asking me, like, "Have you been drinking? Are you, what is happening?" Because I'm panicked and I'm a mess. And I'm like, "Oh my God, he's not there. I don't know what happened. I don't know where he is. How is he not here? He was in the car. He was in the car." So what had happened was my wonderful, wonderful man had decided not to litter and went to go throw the cup away. So he got out of the car and closed the door. He didn't just, all right. So now it's like 9:30. I gotta backtrack this hour to go find him. I don't know if the park is open. I don't know if he's there. I feel like they've closed the parking lot. I certainly can't go back to where I left him. His phone's in the car. Okay, so I can't call him. Figure out where the hell he is. Long story short, and I can't speed back because I have the baby in the back. So send these off, great. Fine. Oh my God, I'm crying in the car. Like, he's gonna hate me. Like, oh my God, I ever thought we were gonna get married, this was it. So finally I get back to Williamsburg. Totally closed. I drive through all cones and go right up to the gate. And there's like a little office. I jump out, bang on the door, and the security officer comes out, and I'm like, this is gonna sound stupid. I think I left my boyfriend here, but I might be crazy, and he might have just disappeared. And he goes, oh yeah, and starts to help. I'm like, oh my God, is he here? Like, no, he couldn't stay here, but here, she helped him earlier. So because I guess they're a private amusement park, like, he couldn't stay there and wait for someone to help him. Like, I guess if a kid got lost too, they'd just kick him out on the street and tell him to walk a mile up to McDonald's because they're not gonna. Apparently on his side, he had asked like a police officer for help, and they insinuated that we got in a fight, he'd done something wrong, and I left him on purpose, and so he just had to, like, didn't have time for Virginia crap, and black man, I'm sorry, and had to just go. Had to just, so he, so this angel female security guard officer comes out. I'm like freaking out, like, ah. So she said she told him to go to McDonald's. And so she calls McDonald's for me. They're closed. Someone's there, but they're closed. He's not there. And so then I'm like crying, like, oh my God, how am I gonna find him? He's in the middle of it. And so then she's like, well, Wendy's is the closest to them and they're open. Let me call them. Let me see. And it's like, is there a guy sitting out there in a white t-shirt? Yes, he's at Wendy's. Luckily, he knows me and he loves me and he trusts me and he knows there's no way I did that on purpose. Like, there was no reason for me to do that. And it in hindsight, in looking at all of the factors, it made sense that I would think that. But yeah, in that moment, neither he nor I were we were like, and then we had 3 hours. So it was, I feel terrible. I still feel terrible. I know it wasn't on purpose. He knows it wasn't on purpose. I still feel really awful but I also need to advocate that it can happen. You can, paying attention, and I knew he was in the back seat. We had just looked at each other's phones. I turned around, I saw his shirt, I saw his phone. He was there. It can happen. Doesn't mean you don't love someone. Doesn't mean you're irresponsible. But yeah, I'm not a terrible person. Shit happens. I don't think I'd be mad too. I would have just been concerned. I was just concerned. Like I said, let's not ignore our political climate. This is a black man in Williamsburg, Virginia, walking the streets by himself at night without a phone. Not the best look. I was scared. So yeah, check your back seat, kids, before you pull off. Always, even if it all seems cool. I guess that's the moral of this story. But anyway, my mom said I should make a video about this so that if anyone hears that I left him. I have a defense. Not so much a defense, but an explanation. Anyway, I hope you have a better day than I had that day. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.